Hello, good afternoon. It has been very wet recently across the United Kingdom, but it's also been pouring with rain in parts of France. Here in Nice there's been nearly 5 inches of rain fallen in the last day and a half. And that rain and that cloud is all circulating around the same area of low pressure, which is bringing us all our wet weather and indeed our strong or gale force northerly winds. Now it looks like that wind will ease off later on this week as things settle down, but it's not going to last. You can see how those winds pick back up again over the weekend, and as the winds pick up, we're also going to see more rain. Now it's certainly been unsettled across the UK over the last 24 hours. You can see a lot of rain here on our radar sequence. There's also an awful lot of cloud around. Now it looks like at the moment the wettest weather is across central and eastern Scotland, the borders, and down into northeast England. And that's where we're going to see further heavy rain throughout the rest of the afternoon, giving some really hazardous travelling conditions. And we're expecting a further inch or so of rain to fall in this area in the next 24 hours. And it really isn't going to move very fast either. The area of low pressure, which is bringing that wet weather, only slowly clearing off in towards the North Sea. And it looks like it'll be late on Thursday before we see the back of that rain in towards eastern areas. So with all this wet weather around, it's only going to aggravate the flooding problems we already have. Severe flood warnings are still in force on many rivers in England and Wales. The flood line here 0845 988 1188, and we have reports now of many rivers in eastern Scotland very close to breaching their banks. So for the rest of this afternoon there will be rain around in many areas, the most persistent of which is going to be in central and eastern Scotland and northern England. There should be a little bit of brightness in between some blustery showers elsewhere, and it really is going to feel bitter in that wind, a top temperature of 7 or 8 in the north, 10 or 11 in the south. And then through this evening and overnight it looks like that rain's going to push back in from the west, so many of us will see some wet weather and there'll be some snow over the high ground of Scotland, and it is going to feel cold tonight, a lowest temperature of 3 or 4 degrees. Then tomorrow it looks like it's going to start pretty wet in many areas, although that wet weather should turn a little bit more showery from the west as the afternoon goes on. But it is going to be another cold day, a top temperature of 7 to 10 degrees. And then on Thursday we'll still have some cloud and rain left in these eastern areas. That'll only slowly clear away, but then it should start to brighten up from the west, so that by Friday many places will be dry and bright before this next weather system pushes in to bring more wet weather by Saturday.